Good morning. It is Saturday, August 21st, and I am starting off this morning with Mom, and we're heading into the Festival of the Little Hills, which is art festival? Yeah,
music and art and crafts.
Yeah. It's a bunch of booths along a main street in, is it St. Charles?
St. Charles.
St. Charles. Arts and crafts and jewelry and
Food. Lots
food.
of food.
Fun stuff.
I always see something really creative and wonderful every year. Great new ideas.
Nice time to try and sell scarves in the summer.
It is.
Just walking around, checking out lots of fun stuff. It's not super hot today, it's just below 80, but it is very humid. So when a breeze comes by, it's nice, but definitely muggy. And you know, from the sky, we're hoping it doesn't actually rain, but we'll see. But I don't know. And lots of stuff with lots of art, and lots of art has, you know, do not take photos. So I don't. I don't know. Stuff, you know, walk by a booth with a bunch of like paintings, and I'm looking at them like, eh, it's only $2,000. I'ma hold off for now. And at some point they decided to switch which side of the street the stands are on. But in years past, they've generally had them at both sides, haven't they?
Yeah.
So it is definitely probably half. Yeah, exactly, from the pandemic. But I mean, you know, considering the pandemic, there's crowds. So.
Nice. It's wonderful. Getting somewhat back to normal.
Yeah, some level of normality is nice. But yeah, definitely a smaller overall.
I just love these old things. I've had one of these forever. I wish I would have got one.
I remember when you did yours. Although, to be fair, yours was that white kind that doesn't look as nice. The one like that would be nicer anyways. We've reached the end.
Oh, okay.
There's a whole nother section across there, but we've gone. I don't think there's any more up there.
So it really is significantly smaller.
Well, I don't think there's, at least last 2 years ago, there wasn't one up there, but there was a whole nother section down there, which I think I've seen there still is. So, closer to the river. And walking our way back towards where the stands on the back side of the road are, and right by the river. Very pretty. It's the Missouri, right? It is unusually close for me. Like, I never go spend any time at the river, but it's like really not that far.
It's relaxing.
Just looking at some of the backs of some of these stores. This was the whole street that flooded when I was a small kid, right?
You weren't small. This flooded just a few years ago, too.
Yeah, but that wasn't the big one where some of these were underwater.
Yeah, that's true. But it flooded over where we're walking and got into the street that you couldn't drive the street.
Yeah, but when I was a kid, like, it got over some of these buildings, right? Yeah.
You had a huge flood where you couldn't even come over here at all.
Yeah.
And I think it was 1993.
Yeah, the small kid. I remember we'd been here long enough that we'd gone to one or two of the restaurants down here,
Yeah.
and then we couldn't go to the restaurants because they were underwater. That's my recollection of it. So now we're down in the section by the river, and they have booths on both sides down here still, so they're still a little more packed in. Got to keep an eye on both sides of the pathway. And get a bit of a nice breeze out by the river too.
We're in the shade in this particular spot.
You say as I step out of the shade, thank you.
I understand everything they say.
But I added that just for that purpose. I still got corrected.
Of course you did.
You can buy me something.
We're in the shade in this particular spot too.
Just don't step over there.
What, over here? There's a fun fashion sense. Got kilts. Yeah, I still don't own a kilt. And we've begun making our way back down the road to pick up some of the stuff that Mom wanted to get. Making a sort of cut in and I'm gonna buy things now. I won't be. And I gotta save my money for like Dwarven Forge and stuff. So Mom is going around buying the stuff she wants. And I'm like, I'm ready to go. We've lost our overcast. No rain and now no fear of it. But I'm gonna probably go somewhere to eat. Get out of the sun, because I'm sweating to the point where it is burning my eyes as the sweat is just falling into my eyes and stings. And that's no fun. I don't know where Mom went to. She was right behind me. Now she's gone. I don't know. Mom wants to get some casual fare. So she stands over in the fan that's designed for the person who's working. While I stand over here with burning eyes because she wants me to wait outside.
You can come stand right here too.
No, I feel like that's being rude, so I don't want to be rude. If you want to be rude, you can be rude all you want. That's fine. Standing in people's way while they're rushing about, that's fine. But we were fortunate to at least get an indoor seat, as due to server shortage, much of their indoor is not being utilized. They got 5 tables.
I got a Reuben with a spinach salad.
You like Reubens, you get those all the time. They have weird bread.
Delicious.
I went with whatever burger has like barbecue and onion rings and bacon. Yes, yes I would. And we'll go with my other pickles. And they're just long enough to cool down, and now we're back out in the sun. Home. That was a fun day. I didn't buy anything. Definitely thinking about, you know, Dwarven Forge and stuff like that I want to buy, and I'm like, save my money. Oh, it's not about getting a painting. It's like a $2,000 painting. So I'm home. I feel fine. Just a little worn out. But I know I'm gonna lay down for a short period of time. And then, because I've done it in the past, I know that I will not feel fine. And I will not know why I'm feeling so terrible. And I will have a hard time getting stuff accomplished with what remains of my day. So I'm gonna drink a whole bottle of water as I lay down, because I know from history that the issue is that I am dehydrated right now. I had a bottle of water while I was out today, but I was out for, well, 4 hours minus however long we were in the restaurant. And it went, you know, from some of it was overcast, sort of muggy and warm, to hot and very sunny. So I sweated a lot. I'm gonna get some more water in me and make sure not to have hydration issues. And then hopefully after that I'll like unbox something. Get more content made. That's what you want to do on the weekends. And it did take me a little longer to get rested and feeling up to doing anything than I'd hoped for, but I did. And I unboxed the brick of minis. Now it probably would have been better to unbox the flip mats. The same amount of time it took me to unbox that, I probably could have unboxed both the flip mats, had 2 videos going, on a series that I haven't visited in a long time as opposed to one I've visited much more recently. Now that I can consider each product line a series, I have a series for flip mats and tiles, and I have a series for WizKids Minis, because I've changed the way that my playlists on the gaming channel are organized. I can think of it that way, which means that the series that I'm wanting to continue, I can look at it and be like, okay, how long ago did I visit this series, this playlist? So that's just an interesting way to think of things now. But the thing is, the minis were, in this very moment, more fun for me. And otherwise, I've been spending my evening working on world building, targeting for the next world building video. Which is to say, I looked at the stuff that I have to discuss in the next world building video already. And then I looked at the list of ideas, basically. And I targeted a few ideas that I'm like, these ideas will be good things to flesh out to go with the ideas I'm already fleshing out. So I've been working on those, so. Doing some, what I've already done was I made a few varieties of dwarf. I'm like, let's do some other race options. Let's make it where the next video ultimately gives a few playtest options for other races and sub-races. And that kind of tied me into possibly the idea of doing different size races, because standard rules are only small and medium, and I'm like, I want tiny and large, and maybe gargantuan now that I'm looking at it. It's fine. But so I'm looking at that kind of stuff. So I've just been world building, but it's getting late. I need to get to bed. Thank you for joining me, and join me as my journey continues. Bye.